She is the luckiest girl in the world. Abandoned by her birth parents in China, she was adopted by American parents who treated her like a princess. In 2016, Becca and Dan saw an adoption post from China online. When they saw the photo of a sweet, angelic little girl, they knew right away they wanted to adopt her. They already had 2 adorable sons but dreamed of having a daughter. To bring her home smoothly, they spent a year preparing. Dan even built a cozy princess room for her. Her 2 brothers were excited to meet their new sister. Once everything was ready, Becca and Dan took a 30-hour flight to Guizhou, China. At the orphanage, Sarah curiously observed Becca, noticing her different skin and hair color. Becca spoke to her gently. Sensing her kindness, Sarah slowly let her guard down. With Dan and Becca's patience and love, Sarah finally opened up completely. After completing the adoption process, it was time for Sarah to leave the only home she had ever known. Before leaving China, Dan and Becca took her to visit many cities. Spending day and night together, Sarah grew fond of them. When they arrived at the airport in the US, Sarah's new family was waiting. Even her aunts and uncles came to welcome her. Back home, a celebration was ready. At that moment, Sarah was completely surrounded by love. Who would have thought that the little girl once abandoned by her parents would now be cherished by so many? With Sarah's arrival, the family became even more lively. Dan and Becca took her to amusement parks. She learned to swim and bake. She celebrated holidays with her family. Dan and Becca even celebrated Chinese holidays with her. Sarah's face was always filled with confidence and joy.